Hello YouTube, RJ. Hey, we're going to do another unboxing for the lab. I've got a new piece of equipment. Actually, the truth is I got two pieces, so there'll be two videos coming out of this. Some new equipment I need because I want to do some more older radio, tube radio type repairs and restorations. And one of them kind of got pushed to the front. We've got a new project coming up that's, it won't take us away from our HF radio. It'll be additional videos that come out. So instead of taking longer, it's just be more videos per week. Don't know how many videos this new project is going to be. It could be 1, it could be 30. Just depends on what we get into when we go to do this repair and restore of this older technology. And believe me, it's older technology. To be able to work on that stuff, there's a few things that you probably should have. It's not absolutely necessary, but for safety reasons, probably a good idea to have. And this is the first one I'm going to open up, and this is going to be a Autotransformer. And because some of the equipment takes some power, I didn't want to go with a very small one, so I went ahead and I got a larger one, a 2000 watt unit, and that way, you know, I don't have to worry about overloading it. You know, should handle anything I work on at that point. You know, I hate to spend money, save 30% of the cost of an item to get something smaller and then find out it won't do the job, because then, you know, you're no better off if you can't do what you need to do. So what I've got is they're called many things, but Autotransformer. Let's see, we got some spare fuses. That's nice. It's an Autotransformer. And most people probably on my channel know what an Autotransformer is, but if you do not, it is a variable transformer which allows, man, that's got some serious foam with it, which allows you to vary the voltage. So basically you plug it in the wall and then you can control how much AC voltage comes out. And this is a hefty rascal, so let's see if we can get her out. Might be out of camera view for a minute. Sorry about that. Get the box out of the way. This is heavy. Oh, rascal is heavy. All right, let's see if we can get her out of the styrofoam. Maybe she's attached. I do not see it attached anywhere, so bear with me. All the noise. Squeaky, squeaky. Okay, we got that heavy sucker out. All right, so we got it out of there. I would say the styrofoam is substantial. So, I mean, they packed it fairly darn well. Okay, so you can see it was packed pretty well with foam. And we'll get the plastic out of the way here. It's pretty substantial. This is not a small item. So looking here, we can see, I believe, well, that you can go anywhere from 0 volts. You can pull 0 volts all the way out to 130 volts out of it regulated. Now this gives you AC. It's not a DC power supply. It just transforms your AC. So let's take a look over here. You see you've got a lot of cooling for the transformer. It's a massive toroid. It probably can't make it out, but there's a massive toroid transformer in there with a set of windings in the middle that you're rotating. So you've got a power switch here. You've got an output to tell you what your voltage is doing. The model is TDG C2-2KM, 2 kilovolt, or I'm sorry, 2000 VA, 110 input. Let's look at the bottom. You can see that where it's fastened through for the armature in the middle. So this is a pretty substantial piece of equipment, to say the least. So what I think I want to do is get this off here, and we're just going to give it a quick test. I mean, that's all we can really do. Okay, so we've set up the meter, kind of laid it funny so that the camera can pick it up decent. I'm plugging my probes in. for AC, set to 500 volt scale. Got this on 0. Let's turn it on, make sure nothing blows up. And nothing did blow up. A probe did fall out, but let's see if we can get it in there and hold her. Okay, let's turn up the voltage a little bit. Starting to read a little voltage here, starting to read a little voltage there. Looks like she's coming up. This meter here, I'm going to get down and see what it's doing. It's reading, doesn't have 100 volt, that's 110 volt right there on that meter is 110, 108.8 here, so not too bad. I mean, this is a mechanical meter, it's not that exacting. It's pretty close to 110 right there, so I'm going to say that's pretty good. The meter's pretty accurate on the front. And look at that, I can get 144 under no load. I'm not reading, yeah, I'm reading about 100 and I'm close, yeah. It's probably about what it's reading on the meter too. There's not that fine a gradulation, but it's looking pretty good. Looks like it works. Turn her down. Look at that, okay? I'm gonna say it works. It's good for 20 amps. Should handle anything I wanna try. So this is very handy when you're working on old tube stuff with old capacitors. Anything has old electrolytics in it. Lets you bring up the voltage very slow. Watch the current draw, which I'll show you how I can, another device that I've got to help out there. That way you don't like just throw 120 volts onto an old tube radio or something and have it explode. So that's the purpose of this. I bought it off of Amazon, but I think I'm going to find it very useful. And you'll see the project we're going to start working on that I'll need this for. And you'll understand better why I needed this and why I picked this up. So anyway, like I said, maybe you don't need one quite this heavy. They have them smaller, that's less money. But, you know, I feel like in my case, I'd rather have like overkill, because later on I might get something that needs more current and then I'm sitting there and my auto transformer won't work for it. So anyway, that's it with this one. You'll see this in use in later videos. Thanks for tuning in and checking it out. So far, it looks like it works fine. I don't have any complaints. If it, you know, with me, if it works and does what it's supposed to, I'm happy. So far, I don't see anything that I'm not happy about on it. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up and say that I think this is gonna be a good piece of equipment. Like always, the biggest problem is where to put it, where to store it. You know, we all have that. We collect too much junk over the years, and while we need them from time to time, the rest of the time they're in our way and a pain. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe so you can catch all of my content and help the channel grow. If you like the content, do me a favor and hit the like button. Hit the little bell to be notified when I put a new video out. I try to put at least one a week out. Sometimes I put 2 a week out. So we'll see you on the next video.